Om Shanti everyone. Welcome to day 9 of a 10-day series of changing our attitudes. Using the positive attitudes in our daily life to change our perspective about life. Here at Brahma Kumaris, we have been taught that the world transformation can happen only with self-transformation. So this is what we are learning here. That just by changing our thoughts, we can change our attitudes. And we are not looking for other people to change, but we are being different and starting the change within. We are not expecting others to change, but we understand now that by changing ourselves or changing our attitude, other people start seeing the change and they will start changing. So first, we need to start with self-transformation. Yesterday, we talked about attitude of positive thinking, and we understood that we can think positive only if the information I'm taking throughout the day is positive. Because every information I am consuming from morning till night is getting stored in cupboard of my mind. And if in any situation I need to get the ingredients out, I will open my inner mind and use those ingredients. So we need to be very careful what we are listening, what we are reading or watching throughout the day, because those becomes our attitude and we don't even know it. Before starting the day, to talk about what is attitude of respect, we will start with a short meditation of how to think positive. Let's sit comfortably and go on a journey of thinking positive. Let's take few breaths and calm our mind. Let go of all the worries of the day. Let go of all to-do lists. And let's focus on ourselves to empower and increase our attitude of positivity towards ourselves, others, and life. Calm your mind and reaffirm yourself that I am a pure, positive being. I am a pure point of light. Whose qualities are love, bliss, kindness, and being good to others, irrespective of how others treat you. Let's reflect on ourselves and ask ourselves, do we criticize ourselves in any way? Do we criticize ourselves of how we behaved or how our day was? Or maybe I would have not given my 100% to something. Ask yourself, do I criticize myself for something? Now ask yourself, by criticizing myself, do I increase or empower my soul? Remind yourself that mistakes teach us wisdom. So mistakes are something to be learned from. Let's try and see what lesson we can take from those mistakes and let go of that mistake and just take the lesson from the journey. Let's be gentle and kind with ourselves and practice self-love. I can empower myself by having pure love for myself. Let's reaffirm ourselves that I am a positive, pure being. Let's tell ourselves that mistakes are a trail to wisdom. I learn from them and don't criticize myself for them. Now let's recall a situation where I criticized others and ask yourself, if I see negative in others, am I empowering myself? Does looking at negativities of others make me feel happy? Let's try to consider a soul for whom we have been holding negative thoughts. And let's try to see what positive can we see in the soul now. Because what I see in the other soul will make my attitude. What I see in others makes my personality. So I have a choice to look at positives or negatives of others. I understand if I see positives in others, it starts becoming part of me. And if I see negativities in others, that too will become my personality. So I choose to see positives not only in myself but also in others. And this will create a positive attitude. I will use this wisdom daily that I am what I think about others. Om Shanti. So today's topic is attitude of respect. Before discussing the topic, let's go over the statement. Never define yourself by your relationship status, your income, or your looks. Your generosity, kindness, or compassion is what counts. What people think about you is not important. What you think about yourself is what is important. So, what I think about myself, how I see myself, is the way the other people will see me. So, even say if I see negative in me, that I consider myself to be a negative person, and the whole world thinks positive about me, but since I'm thinking negative about me, even though others are thinking positive, that is of no use. On the other hand, if I think positive about me, and other people might be thinking negative about my attitude, it won't matter because I understand that my self-worth depends upon my kindness, compassion, or generosity. I would know who I truly am, and so the other people, what other people think about me, will not matter. So I need to ask ourselves, do I have the self-respect, or am I looking for respect outside? Do I really know who am I? Do I understand that goodness or kindness within me is my self-respect? If I start respecting myself, others will start respecting me. Just to take for just to take as an instance, say if you wish a good morning to someone else, but you wished them with your pure feelings and good wishes. That was, you wish them with your self-respect, with your full self-esteem, with your attitude of respect. Now, even if the other person does not respond properly, you will not feel bad because you know the feelings with which you told them was with a lot of love and generosity, and you know your self-worth at the moment. And here, my respect is not depending on whether they wished me back properly or not. But I did my task properly. I wished them with my original qualities. So their response is not defining my self-respect. Now let's ask ourselves throughout the day the list of things we do to get respect from others, right? Or the list of things we expect others to do so that I feel respected. So, as in the previous case, if I said good morning to someone and they did not reply back with a good morning, do I feel that I am not respected enough? Like if you did something good to others and they did not reply back with a thank you or a feeling of gratitude, do I feel that I am not respected enough? So we need to understand we can give self respect to us when we know who we originally are. But when we remove self from the self respect, then we start looking from respect outside. My respect then starts depending upon my desires of how they are treating me. And I expect them to treat in a particular way. Taking an example of if I wish good morning and if other person is not wishing me good morning properly, I feel that they are not respecting me. So my respect start depending on how they are replying to me. And if they don't reply in the way how I want, I consider that I am not respected enough. And second thing we need to understand is respect does not depend upon the status, money, or the looks, because all these are temporary. But what we have inside, what goodness, kindness, or generosity we have within ourselves, what are our inner qualities or virtues that define our self respect. We need to change our definition of respect from how others behave to me to the definition of self respect is how I treat myself and what is within me. Because if I respect myself, I will be able to respect others irrespective of how they behave or whether they do good or bad to me. And even if someone does not respect me, since I would know my original worth, that my original worth is my inner qualities, I will not be looking for respect outside. And how can we check that my quality of self respect is increasing? Is I will feel less insult or my ego won't be hurt because there won't be any vacuum inside. I will not be looking for respect outside. Let's start a small meditation on self respect, and we will see how, by knowing ourselves and knowing our self worth, we can not only respect ourselves but give respect to others. Let's sit comfortably and prepare yourself for a meditation on self respect. I understand that I can give respect to others. I can give respect to people at my office, my home, my family or friends, only if I start respecting myself first. Let's understand the core of any kind of respect is love. When we truly care about something, we know it is precious and valuable. And I am that valuable, loveful being. Now let's let go of all mundane worldly tasks. Let go of external world. Let go of our position, our status, our relationships, and see ourselves as a true being. My respect is not dependent on my status or my position. And ask yourself, does any position or money or how we look can provide me the respect? Ask yourself, how long can we be looking for respect outside? And how long would be our list so that I feel respected? Let's let go of all our possessions, our positions, our bank balances, as those don't define my self-respect. And let's go deeper inside myself into peace and stillness. Let's travel to the dimension of silence where there are no negative thoughts, no criticism, and see yourself bathing in the light of peace and love. It is the home of my soul, my original impression. In peace, it is easy to see that I am just playing this role in this drama. And traveling is my true nature. The nature of me, the soul, is peace. I am true power of love, kindness, forgiveness. These are my original qualities. I have power within me to transform anything negative into positive. With my pure wishes and feelings. Let's remind myself that I am an enormous, powerful being of light. I am child of Supreme. When I know how precious I am, how powerful I am, I can take care of daily tasks very easily. After knowing my original quality and understanding what is my inner beauty, we can transform this mundane world to a magical place where I can work with my self-respect. My self-respect changes how I interact with others. My interactions with everyone is very natural, loving, and pure. To truly respect myself, I need to develop the eyes to see how loving, pure energy I am. My self-respect depends upon how I think about myself, and I am no longer looking for respect outside. After knowing my worth and knowing my original qualities, I can give respect to everyone around me because that is my originality. I tell this mantra to myself. I don't require others to respect me. If I respect myself, if I respect my true self and radiate that pure light all around, I can easily respect others, irrespective of how others behave to me. I am a magical being because of my values, my belief system, and my kindness. I radiate my true self all around me and empower myself and others. I empower myself with the attitude of giving regard to myself, to my inner powers, and giving regard to others. Om Shanti. Thank you so much for joining us today. And from now onwards, we will never define our respect with how others treat us, but our respect depends upon how I see myself. Om Shanti.